Okay, Java MapReduce API. For this part, I ask you to go ahead and watch the other videos I posted for this part, the developing MapReduce application. You don't have to watch all of them. Watch the one, probably the last three, the explanations of the Java source code. Okay, those are required. So in short, what you need to know? The three classes, okay, to develop a MapReduce application, there are three required classes, okay? And each classes, what's their role? What need to be done there, okay? You can ask yourself, okay, what's the job of mapper? Using the maximum temperature application example, what's the job for mapper? What's the job for reducer? Okay, what's the job for job runner? And another requirement is that you need to understand the data type. Okay, using the figure here to explain that. What's the input data? I mark it as step 1. So you need to understand what the input key and the input value. So in the exam, I'm asking you, okay, what is the input value to map in the maximum temperature application? What's the data type of input value or input key of reducer? Okay, and I definitely to know that you need to understand the data flow module here. Again, there's multiple sources to get understanding. Watch the last three videos, or simply go through my explanations here and make sure you understand the points I put here. Here I have 3 actors. First, can be called multiple times load resources, multiple locations. This part goes to the job runner class. In the job runner class, there's one place you can specify the input file path. Okay, where's the input file? And in our maximum temperature application, we only have one input data file. Okay, but the truth is that you are allowed to specify multiple data file. Okay, you can specify multiple locations to load your data file. So the first point here says, well, you can specify for MapReduce application development, when it runs, Hadoop is able to load from multiple locations and load all of them to analyze at the same time. First truth. Second, the output path must not exist when you run the job, else Hadoop will refuse to run it. So when Hadoop finish the computation, okay, reducer will finish the computation, output the data, and Hadoop going to take over to save the data to somewhere. And when you run your application, you specify input and output. The output is a folder. You give a name of the folder, and when Hadoop finish running, it will try to create that folder and put the output data inside that folder. So here it says, in case you specify a folder and tells Hadoop to save the output into that folder, but when Hadoop finish computation, Hadoop try to create that folder, but it turns out the folder already exists. Okay, and Hadoop will refuse to run your application. Hadoop find out that, wow, the folder already exists with that name, and Hadoop say, no run, because you need to specify a folder that does not exist. Okay, so point 2. Point 3, when finished, how to check the output. Again, for this part, go ahead and refer to the video I posted last week. It's about how to check output of your MapReduce application.